Hello and welcome to EMP Power Sports and Marine in beautiful St. Mary's, Idaho. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the carburetors on a 1988 to 1990 GSXR-750 or 1100. I believe the 85 to 87 GSXRs are the same, and maybe even the 91, 92s. But let's begin. First off, there's a retaining clip on the stock airbox that holds the snorkels for the carbs. There's the little snorkels on these intake boots. There's a little clip right in here. You'll want to use I grabbed a gasket scraper. You want a little pry bar, little tiny guy to get in here, just to kind of get up in behind it. Just pop this guy out. There's one on each side, so there's two of these clips. I already pulled the other one out on the other side. Next, you're going to want to remove your air cleaner. If you have your stock airbox, you need a Phillips head screwdriver. Stubby's a good way to get in there. Grab a larger one as well. So remove these screws. Apologize for the poor video quality. My wife's in the office putting stuff up on her e-commerce website. If you need parts or apparel, please go to emppowersports.com. We have everything from helmets to boots to gloves to tires, chain and sprocket kits, flat side carburetors, you name it, we have it or can get it usually. So please visit emppowersports.com. And once again, I apologize for the poor video quality. Definitely helps being ambidextrous when you work on motorcycles for a living. Cleaner's a little tricky to get out. Be careful of the electrical. There we go. Have my air cleaner out. All right, next we're going to grab our Phillips. My long one actually works better in here. We're going to release the band clamps on these intake boots on both sides. Carburetor. There's 4 carburetors in total on this bike. Need to put more lights in back here. Side's loose. All right, next we're going to remove these intake boots. There's 2 of them per side. Connect to the left bank and the right bank. I'll show them once I get them out of here. Got to get the band clamps off to get them through. You pull them through the back side of the air box. You have to remove those little band clamps, these clamps, hose clamps, whatever you want to call them off. And these come out, bring it over. These bad boys, what we're removing. Same thing on this side. There's the other one. So the way that these work, it's one piece. So this go on the right bank, the other one goes on the left. They fit in the airbox like this. The fatter one or longer one is towards the center of the airbox. The skinnier one is toward the outer portion of the airbox. So when you're going to put them back together, remember that. So now that's all the way out of the way. Now we're going to release our throttle cable. Get that out of our way. Loosen up the linkage a little to get this out of here. See, some of them will just pop right out. There we go. Oh, get our throttle cable out of the way. There she is right here. Pull it through. Frame. So now we're out of here. Oh, just whack myself in the face. I don't like to lose hardware, so anytime I'm working on something like this where there's a bunch of hardware out, I'll usually just pull this out of my way and run the hardware back in just so we don't lose it while we're working on this bike or get it misplaced. Screws are the same size, so it doesn't matter where they go. There's 2 of them. Thread them in hand tight. Somebody put these hose clamps on this one on backwards. I don't know why. Maybe that's how the factory did them. I need a super long skinny screwdriver to get in there. Pull the long guy out. Get the flashlight. I'll start on the other side. one side's loose. Let's get the other side loose. Somebody put these clamps on backwards. I don't know why they did this. So I'll probably flip these clamps around when I have these carbs off, so they're more easily accessible next time a mechanic's in here. This bike's going to South Carolina, so it probably won't be me unless the client sends it back for restoration who works on it next. But I'm going to keep the next guy in mind. If you're a mechanic, you should always do that. So the next guy doesn't have headaches like this. Should be loose. Got my flashlight. Those are loose. Should be loose enough to get these out. There is a vacuum line that goes away from the air box. Yeah, it goes from the air box up to this top of this valve cover. So we'll get this out of our way. Take the hose clamp off so it can go through the carb rack without losing it. Let's feed this down if we can, out of our way. Might be able to work around it. I don't want to damage that hose, so I'll just loosen these carbs up, just work them out of our way. Work them out. These intakes. There we go. Just gently pull them out the side of the bike. Here's my rack of carbs right here. 1989 Suzuki GSXR-750. Go get these on the workbench. And that is how you remove the carbs on an old air-cooled Gixxer. I'm gonna put some blue shop towels in the intake boots just while I'm working on these carburetors, just so no critters get in here, no hardware falls in here. These are the clamps that were put on backwards, so I'll flip these around. But make sure you put rags in the intake if it's going to be open for any length of time. If anything gets in there, you're going to have a hell of a time. If you find this video to be helpful, we hope you'll subscribe to our channel, hit that smash button, hit that like button. We hope to see you next time here at EMP Power Sports and Marine.